Hey everybody, we're going to be talking about 1997 Spawn today. I'm Chad.
I'm David, and you're watching
Dojo.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dojo. We are going to be talking about Spawn, the movie. Not the comic book, not the animated series, the movie. You notice we changed things up a little bit. Same Dojo, but with 100% more tablet, so we can reference things easier than try to use a laptop.
Yes.
So first, let's take a look at the poster. This movie came out August 1st, 1997, which oddly enough was just a couple of months after the Todd McFarlane Spawn, the animated series, came out on HBO. But this was nothing like the animated series.
No.
You can see from the poster, they just have like half of Spawn's face on there, and then "Born in Darkness, Sworn to Justice," which... that's not right at all. That's not even
It
what.
makes no sense.
That's not even what the movie is, because he's not sworn. He's not sworn to justice. This isn't a duly appointed office that he got from the governor of California.
He works for FBI.
He's not part of the FBI. He's not a cop, and he's not even looking for justice.
Wasn't he like a criminal or something? Or
No, he was like a black ops.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
he's a guy that didn't exist, and he went in and did all this stuff.
Maybe that's the reason why they said that was because.
That doesn't even make
I know, it
sense.
still doesn't make sense.
The only reason he's back is so that he can get Wanda back.
Right.
And then
Revenge.
once he finds out that it's a trick, Malbolgia says, "I'll send you back and you can get back with Wanda," and he's like, "Yep, I'll do it. That's a great deal." But Malbolgia, being the devil, tricks him and sends him back 5 years after he's died. So, of course, Wanda's moved on, and she's married to Al Simmons' best friend, Terry Fitzgerald, and they've got a kid, and so that just feeds his rage, and now he's looking for revenge on Jason Wynn and the organization that killed him, and all that jazz. There's no justice.
No.
There's no justice.
There's no justice. It's more revenge than anything.
At all.
Yeah.
The movie, while commercially could be considered a success, $40-some million budget, $87 to $88 million worldwide box office take. I mean, they came out looking pretty good. Made $40 or $50 million. But it was received very poorly.
Yes.
By fans, by critics, by people that don't know anything about Spawn and just accidentally stumbled into the movie theater. It was not good. And we're going to give you a little sample of that. Let's take a look at the official trailer. This is the official trailer that was released in 1997. Let's take a look at it. Scary clouds.
Old man.
It's Cagliostro.
Time. Imagine a substance.
You know who that's narrating? That's Don LaFontaine. He narrated like everything in the 80s and 90s.
It doesn't say. It sounds familiar.
A
Yeah.
creature insane enough to use it.
Well, the creature wasn't insane. He was a demon.
Yeah, he was a demon.
Literally doesn't care.
Creation
Oh no.
from flesh.
This is where he hangs out.
From flesh
Actually,
to
throughout the whole
steel.
movie.
It is, baby.
From blood to blade.
There's one time.
There's the one out of the two times you'll see those chains get used in the movie. The mask was a pretty cool
Oh,
effect.
yeah, that was
I give him
really
props for that.
And I like the part where he's like thorns up, you know, all.
It's cool like the first time, but later in the film when he does it, it's like too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
It's like he was looking for a can opener.
Oh, there's one time the cape is used.
Oh yeah. There's the Violator.
Yep.
Not great looking.
No.
Here's the second time you get the chains. All right, and that's it. No more chains
No
for the
more
rest
chains.
of the movie.
This summer, evil has a new enemy.
Oh.
Justice has
Yeah,
a
his
new
cape can make him disappear.
Yeah. Make him turn into something
And it
else.
also can look like somebody just dumped a can of ketchup out. Flamey letters. Yeah. So that's the trailer.
Yeah.
It's honestly a fair representation of the movie.
It's one of those movies where the trailer literally was every good part.
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was overall it was not good. You can see some of the CG effects weren't great. It got criticized by the CG effects, especially anything in hell.
I need that hell sequence.
I'm working on it. It only renders so fast. Anything in Hell was bad. Unlike the animated series that HBO did, which followed the source material really well, the movie basically took it and it was like, well, that's a good rough idea, threw away most of it, which was annoying if you were, like, it wasn't just annoying if you were a Spawn fan, and I was, because I had every issue of the comic book up until that movie came out. Collected every single issue, and I think they were like on the 160, 170s issues, like somewhere in that area. He'd been around for a while. He was super popular. You don't see Sam and Twitch, who are like the cops in the comic book. They're always kind of trying to figure out what's going on. You don't get... There's like mafia things going on. There's lots of good, solid story in the comics, and you just don't see it in the movies. You just get this garbage, like it's a Heat 16. It's a biological weapon. And like one of the worst parts that I hate it so much in the movie is they wire it to Jason Wynn's heart.
Oh, yeah.
And not only is he awake for the entire operation...
Which is, I think, medically impossible.
Right. I mean, they could do it, but it's like, why?
Right, well, yeah.
So they hook up this Heat 16 weapon to Jason Wynn's heart, and then the doctor, whose only job is to put the device in, but somehow knows what's going on, which that seems like a security liability.
Yeah.
He's like, we've connected the Heat 16 weapon to your heart. No one would dare kill you now. Does it come with a T-shirt that says my heartbeat is connected to a biological weapon?
Big blinking sign above his head.
Somebody just follows him around. Me. Oh, hey, don't kill him, because he'll wipe out all of humanity.
Yes.
So I don't know how anybody's supposed to know that, but overall, it was some surprisingly good actors. Michael Jai White's pretty good. Yeah. Nicole Williamson, who played Cagliostro, he's like a classically trained British actor. He's super good. Martin Sheen, we know he's good. John Leguizamo I thought he did a really good job as the clown, despite like his face effects were awesome.
Yes.
The prosthetic they put on his face, but like the rest of him was like weird. Like his stomach was like made out of like vinyl or so. Like it had this big crease every time from him trying to bend over in the suit.
Oh,
if you see that, so like, but he acted good. Yep. He had some cheesy lines. So
I do know he actually ate live waxworms on a pizza.
Yeah.
And immediately vomited.
Ugh. I mean, which is I mean, it's a credit to him for trying to go 110% with his character.
Exactly.
So you had good actors. The problem was you had bad writing, you had bad directing, you had worse effects, and cheesy dialogue. I mean, the guy that directed Spawn, Mark A.Z. DePay. Like, mostly he was like I think he was a visual. He's a vigil. He was a visual effects supervisor on like Jurassic Park. Like, and he's directed other stuff, but that's not like his big forte.
Right.
So it just didn't do well.
I mean, what, the 18% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes was 18%, a 5.3 out of 10 on IMDb, a 34% on Metacritic. So it did not do well. I mean, it made its money back. Todd McFarlane's been pushing for a sequel or a reboot for years. Like the last year or two, he was talking about they finally got Jamie Foxx to play Spawn in a reboot. But then after he got everyone hyped up, then he started talking about how the reboot was going to be like mostly about Sam and Twitch, and Spawn was like a background character.
Right.
I mean, the CGI is like, we could do a whole other video just on the bad CGI. Yes. I mean, the cape was an abomination. It was poorly rendered. It seemed more liquid than fabric. The texture was off. The movement was off. He barely uses it.
Yes.
Cocoons himself on a motorcycle. Yep. And then the couple of times he does fly, which of course makes you go back to the motorcycle scene and say, why did you need a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Exactly, you can fly!
Yes. But in the movie he glides once.
Yeah, kind of. It looks it looks like if somebody dumped out liquid and then they filmed it and turned it sideways.
Well, I guess if you were in a space station, dumped out liquid.
That's true.
That's what it would look like.
Woo! So the cape was a joke. They barely used the chains, just the 2 times that we saw in the trailer.
I think the worst CGI was in Hell.
Oh yeah,
all the other Spawns.
Let's see that. Kickstart your memory.
Yeah. So I can remember.
You're the dead man.
You're the dead man. Because obviously that's what we need, is we need to recap a scene we just saw 20 minutes ago.
Yes, exactly.
Because we forgot what happened.
Yeah. What? How did I?
Going through the hell tunnel. They like trick him to go to a base.
No,
I see.
Yeah.
You got me. So there's some weird cuts.
Yep.
I give him the practical burn effects look good.
Yeah, way better than the new Freddy Krueger look.
Yeah, that was.
Yes.
And then there's King Koopa
With his
making the
mouth
deal
open.
with him.
His mouth never shuts.
Some superimposed fire, lightning apparently, because
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yes, I will lead your army. Anything for one.
anything for Wanda.
And
There's what was he looking at?
yeah,
He's in hell. Look, what the hell was he paying attention to?
Yes.
That's so important. He's like, oh, what?
oh,
Huh?
were you talking to me?
Something happening over here?
Yes, I think
That's like is
That-
wow.
worst. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Worst.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could spend a lot of time
Yes.
talking about this, but we're going to wrap this up here. Terrible adaptation of the source material. Absolutely did not represent it whatsoever. The movie had a PG-13 rating, presumably to appeal to a wider audience,
Right.
which apparently it worked because it did make several,
Yeah, made
$40 million.
Made some good movies.
They
but,
did come out with an R-rated
money.
version later when it came out on VHS and DVD.
Oh, okay.
They came out with an R-rated version that was like a minute or two longer, and I think it had like a couple extra swear words and a couple different swear words.
So opposite of Deadpool.
Yeah. And over time, if you look up the 1997 film, Google Trends shows it like really low, like
Yes.
single digits low, with a
Yes.
couple of there's one spike this
Was it?
year, March 18th through the 14th, that spikes up to like 100 points of relevance, which is like it means it's super popular. And I looked it up, and it's because they announced Spawn was coming out in Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh.
So
That's
didn't
all right.
have anything to do with the
Nothing
film.
with the movie.
Just because.
Just the character.
Yep. They were just
just
looking
the
it up.
character.
So that rounds out Spawn. We revisited it. We didn't want to, but we did.
For you guys.
I'm Chad. This is David. Thank you for watching Retro Dojo, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Before you go, don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. That way you get updated every time we drop a new video.
Where's Malbosia? I need that Malbosia.
I'm sorry, it's a Tandy 1000. That's all it does.